I'm going to take a few minutes and explain our new 501 system and the control panel itself. What this is designed to do is to allow make all the changes right here. You no longer have to expose high voltage by getting into the control panel. All the adjustments are done with this HMI right here. I'd like to explain what the tape drive does. So you've got this heavy roll of tape, whether it's polylaminate or paper. And the feed dog, the sewing head, has to do all that work. What this design does is takes all that tension out, meaning when the tape is applied to the bag, the feed dog gets it at the same tension every time. And that increases the life of the feed dog threefold. The tape sensor is actually a feeler head. So it's a contact sensor. And if you have a break or if you run out of tape, it'll shut the system down, but it has enough tape in the system to finish that bag, and then it'll shut the system down. On all tape systems, we require to trim the bag. This is the air assist to help exit the scrap top. We also have TRS systems, which are called trim removal systems. You can get a ductwork that will actually put the scrap into a bin. Tape clippings can also be removed with our TRS system, the trim removal system. There's a ductwork that's applied. When it's clipped, it will take it away into the dumpster. Thread detection is done with the double loop of the thread. It actually senses the movement on it. So if the thread runs out or if it breaks, there's no movement, it'll actually finish the bag and kill the system. Both operate the same way. The 82688 blades was designed for the polylaminate bag. It also does paper as well. On the newer infeeds, there's actually an adjustment on it. So this screw actually applies pressure to the shaft that puts a nip angle onto the blades themselves, actually creating self-sharpening. This is the way that they're shipped because they are extremely sharp. I want to take a few minutes here and explain the difference between a standard infeed and a direct drive infeed. On the standard infeed, which has been around for 50-some years, it uses a V-belt to transfer the power to the cutter system. To change the speed on this, you go back to the motor. This is a variable shift, and there's 4 slots in it, and each slot's worth about 2.5 feet per minute. When checking the speed, you want to remove the nose guard and measure in between the pulleys to get an accurate feet per minute. This infeed is designed to run 8 to 10 hours a day, 40 feet a minute, but if you have an application that is more demanding or automated, you should consider the direct drive. It uses a 1-inch cog belt, a direct drive motor that's controlled with a VFD. So to make the adjustments on the speed, you actually go to the VFD. And this runs 24/7 on that. So I thought, in addition, you can get extended lengths. So we have 3 different lengths of infeeds. So we have a 23-inch, a 32-inch, and a 40-inch infeed. So depending on your application or the type of automation, we have extended infeeds available to fit your needs. Appreciate you watching. So the older style flipper mounts to the head itself. It uses a fixed blade and a moving blade. The fixed blade is on the float plate itself, and this is a friction joint. So when you have a bag jam, it's hard to clear that out. And to reset it, you typically have to take it off and set it on the bench like this to get the alignment correct. On the Dur clipper, this is mounted external on the head. The moving blade and fixed blade are part of the entire assembly, so the setup is much easier. In addition, with the Pancake Cylinder, this applies 5 times the force as the older clipper. The Dur clipper can be retrofitted to your existing 101, or if you want to buy a complete head with the Dur clipper, this can mount onto your older system easily.